Welcome back, and you're very welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to actually do some catch up in my plan. I missed out on the week beginning the 10th through to the 16th of February. So Valentine's week. I'm going to be using the Lovely Gnomes collection from Hubman and Chubgirl. And the reason I'm only doing it now is two reasons. I bought the bundle, and then a few days later when I got paid in January, I bought the kits and some of the extra vinyls. But they're only actually getting to me now, and the bundle arrived a while ago. And I could have just went ahead, but I decided just to leave it because as well as waiting for the kit, I just decided to take a break. And I thought I would share this today, first of all, to hang out and have fun and do a little spread in my planner together. But also to show that if you miss a week decorative planning, it doesn't matter. You can go back and catch up with it. And if you only need a notebook for a week and you want to go back and do your decorative part later, you can. I actually used a notes app here and wrote down everything that I did every day and what the weather was so that I could come back later and do my decorative spread. But I didn't use a separate planner that I have, my daily. I didn't use a notebook, I didn't do anything. I just completely switched off from planning for the week and then got back into it for this week. And you saw yesterday me planning for this week. So let's start with showing you the bundle, and I actually filmed it a few weeks ago, so I'll show you that now. So the bundle comes in a little linen bag with pens and planners and all sorts of stationery doodles all over it. So the first thing you get is some pins. Now I wouldn't be a huge collector of pins, but I think I'm actually going to collect all the little gunk ones, and I'm hoping she does them for every season. So it's a little guy and a girl gunk. They are so stinking adorable. I love him because he's purple. And they have two pins in each of them in the back. And all this stuff that I'm going to show you in the bundle you can get separately, by the way, in case I forget to say. But there's two little pins in the back of both of them, and then you get a little black attacher for each of the pins. So it makes them nice and secure. And then this is the little girl, and this is the little guy, and it's like a silver metallic. Let's take a look at the die cuts next. So we have that little girl, it's in a pin. And then saying, I love you. So this would be perfect for an anniversary week as well. And then a little guy holding a love banner. Another little girl gunk holding a heart. And a little guy holding balloons. And then it comes with 5 smaller sticker sheets. So we have Love Gnomes, Big Heart Gnomes. That could be used for a birthday too. I mean, there's no reason why you couldn't have heart balloons for a birthday. Sending Love Gnomes. It's really cute. That could be used for planning. That could be used for Happy Meal. Lovely Gnome Homes. You make a little village scene down at the bottom. So we get 2 of the larger sheets. Lovely Gnomes. Some houses and little gunks. And then Sweetheart Gnomes. And then the last thing you get in the bundle is some washi. So let's swatch it now. So they're both actually 10mm. In this set, I love 10mm washies for little space fillers. They're really handy. So this first one is called Lovely Gnomes, and that's what it looks like there. A pale pink, and then all the little gunk couples peeking up, and little hearts and love in the back. And then this one is called Love You. So this one is a plain white background, and it actually has purple metallics on it, and the colours are a little bit darker within it. It's really gorgeous, and it has all the different little love letters and love and balloons and stuff like that. So that is all this stuff here, and I have used some of it. I put some down here, as you can see, but I also used it in my daily journal. Let me see, where is it? Here, and I really enjoyed this and using it and everything. But like I said, the kits have arrived, so let's take a look at them. It's too cute of a theme to only use once, so I decided to get, oh, I bought more of the sticker sheets too. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. But anyway, yes, I decided to get the Hubman kit and the standard kit, and I'm going to use the standard one today. Let's look at the Hubman first, actually, and then I can organise myself with what I'm using today and what I'm not. So this is sheet 1, with all the little gonks. Sheet 2, faux glitter banners and all the quarter boxes and half boxes. And then this is sheet 3, some faux washi, some doodle banners, a weekend banner, and Monday to Sunday. So I'm going to, along with the extras I got of Lovely Gnomes and Sweetheart Gnomes, put this in here. And then I got some extra of the little die cuts that I'll pop in there. And then I didn't get more of the smaller sticker sheets, but I'm not going to use all of them. So whenever I'm finished this spread today, I'll pop them in here. And then I'll have this to use next year. I'll maybe use it for my anniversary week or something. Like I said, it's just too cute a kit to only use once. Yeah, so I'm going to use the standard kit today, and it's a mini kit. So this is sheet 1. And sheet 2. So I'm going to start by getting all the layout down first. I think my top, my sidebar, my bottom, and I'm going to rule my lines with the Unipin fine liner in 0.1. I like to divide the days. And then I have a Zicling colour dot in 805 Wisteria to do my dots for what socials I posted and stuff. And then I'm going to be writing with a very low, I have to replace this soon, Muji gel pen in 0.5.
Our love is a painting on the wall. I am the shadows and you're the storm. Wherever the wind blows, I'll move along. We're perfect together, but I can't change the weather. Somewhere between the clouds, I think I saw the sky, and we could paint it blue, but it don't matter to you, 'cause it really pours, and it really pours on me, and it really pours. Sky above, I ever lose us if I lose us. If I lose us. I put on a show where I pretend that I'm alright, I'm enjoying the rain, but a piece of my soul is where you stay. It vanished away with a cloudy day. I need to lay down, the night is my day now, and the sun is up. I need to lay my head down, kiss off the rain, and the time is up, 'cause it really pours, and it really pours on me, my soul, chasing highs yet always feeling low. I remember how.
There we are, that was fun. So I have my phone beside me with everything I did every day. So we're just gonna go one day at a time and get all caught up. So Monday, it was my husband's birthday. So I think I'm gonna put the love you with the little couple underneath it here. And then underneath it, where do we have something? Let's do a little girl gunk holding a heart. In fact, no. Let's do the guy gunk holding balloon hearts. And it can be Stephen holding his birthday balloons. I think I'm not going to lift too much out of my main kit this week. I just feel like using these stickers. Plus I'm being lazy and can't be bothered looking through my main sticker book. Anyway, right, so that's Stephen's birthday. I forgot what age he is, don't tell him. And I made him sticky buns, so I might write that underneath because that's what I made them for. And that's where I'll use the girl then underneath, holding the heart. Because that's my way of saying I love you, is to bake things. I captioned videos, so I'm going to use a letter. My mum and dad and my two nieces called in to give Stephen his present because my mum and dad were babysitting, and I'm not going to use a box. I'm just going to put a guy and a girl gunk, and then I'm going to do an arrow and write that they visited. And then normally what I would do, because I do a day at a time, is put in any little extra decor stickers because I've nothing else to put in. But because I'm doing the week all at once, I'm going to just fill things in at the end. That's why I left this space. So let's move on to Tuesday. Oh, actually, I missed something. Just saw when I looked to move on to Tuesday. I had a Tesco delivery. So let's do this one. It has a package delivery on it, so it's just as well I didn't fill it in there. It was a 12. Should have really did it up there, but it doesn't matter. Now I can move on to Tuesday, and on Tuesday I did absolutely nothing. So I'm just going to leave that blank and we'll have fun with decor in a minute. And then Wednesday, I had a call from a doctor, but it wasn't a doctor, it was more like a receptionist call to organise sessions that I'm going to be having with a doctor, if that makes sense. I'm on a waiting list now. And then I did some filming. I actually planned... Oh! Were you all shouting at me there? Wrong day. Now I'm ripping the page. I mean, this paper is brilliant, even though that ripped. It doesn't go right through, but even so, I don't know how I'm going to fix that because I don't want to put two full boxes right beside each other. I'll maybe put a full box and write rest day or something. And if I'm going to do that, do I really want to put them both in a row? The answer is no, so I will move this down a little bit. Because otherwise I'd have those three in a row, if you know what I mean. So I'll move this down here. I filmed and I planned for the month of February. You'll see that later on in the week. So let's do the little gunk, where is it? Have I used it already? With coffee. Gosh, I'm on a roll. I wanted to use that for planning. Oh dear Ruth. Oh, sure, it doesn't matter. Nothing really matches what I'm doing. So let's use this one with a heart for filming, and then the purple one with the heart underneath it for planning for February. Or not planning for February, planning for March. Where's my brain? I'm sorry. Right, I have this double box here, and Friday was Valentine's Day. But I think I'm going to just put this down and connect the two and not worry about the fact it goes into the other day. Here. And then I have my plain white event labels here that I can put actually on the Friday, Valentine's Day. And then I think I might write a little quote in there just to fill that space up. I'll see, I'll leave it blank for now. So back to Thursday, I cleaned the house and I edited. So let's use a little heart for edit. I think I'm just going to use a gunk with a heart for cleaning the house. I like to mix it up sometimes rather than having just solid boxes, because then it makes it feel too full for me, if you know what I mean. Clean the house. I might use this checklist up here at the top to cover this rip, but not use it as a checklist. Just write rest day, and I'll put this larger heart gunk here on it. So Friday was actual Valentine's Day, we have that there. I actually had an earlier nail appointment, so let's do this arrow here. And write nails at 10:30. 10:35 is the appointment actually. But if we're going to be specific, she took me earlier than that, but I'll just write the time of the appointment. And then, what else did I do? I spoke to the doctor after that. If you watched the Monday video, you'll have seen that I had a random bunny sticker here and couldn't remember why. I had put it in there specifically to remember to use it for this, because she's holding two little hearts and I thought it went really well with the Valentine's, even though for everything else I haven't used anything outside the kit. But I'm going to put her there and write spoke to the doctor. I called her to get in the list in the morning, and then she called me and I spoke to her just to confirm I was definitely going back to work. And then I planned for the week ahead here, 17th to the 20th, and filmed it. So let's do plan and film. And then I did a wash, and I'm just going to put one of these little love stickers in the corner. I actually did 2 loads of washing and write washing ×2, because I was doing my bed sheets, so it filled the machine up. On Saturday I visited my mum and dad, and I'm going to use this. In fact, no, I'll use purple because it's right beside that. And that's all I did. I just visited mum and dad, didn't do anything else. And then on Sunday I did a wash and I edited and scheduled. So I'm going to use these last 2 boxes, why not, for editing and scheduling. Bigger than I need, but doesn't matter. And then this last one here, I've used the whole mini kit apart from these 2, which I'll use in a minute, for doing a wash, and I'll put that up here. So as you can see, it wasn't exactly a jam-packed week. But that's fine, that's what I needed, and that's why I just decided, along with the fact the kit hadn't came, to take a break. And I was actually binge watching Buffy. I still am now. I'm on season 4. I haven't seen that in years. Anyway, so now I'm going to have a little bit of fun with all my leftover bits and pieces, filling in all the little spaces here and bringing everything together.
One hello and I was hooked. found the missing piece that made me whole. True love don't come round very often. It's like sunshine after the rain. But you know the moment it happens, everything will be okay. I hope I'm not coming on too strong, but you feel like family to me. Finding you was just like finding home, 'cause you feel like family to me. Yeah, you feel like family to me. Yeah, you feel like family to me. You're the reason I wake up with a smile and feel enough. I don't know what I would do without you. Every day I want you more. Tell me I'm forever yours. Let me know it as I stand before you. True love don't come round very often. It's like sunshine after the rain. But you know the moment it happens, everything will be okay. I hope I'm not coming on too strong, but you feel like family to me. Feel like family, oh. Finding you was just
Yay! All done, apart from figuring out something for in here. And because I'm watching Buffy, I wonder if I should find a nice quote from Buffy about love. Give me a minute. No, I changed my mind. I could sit there all day trying to pick one. I'm going to just write a little song lyric that I like. The Joss Stone version in particular. Yay! That's me all caught up. That feels good. I really enjoyed that. And I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. I'll be able to put this away for another day. Thank you so much for watching and take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!
fun.